On this episode of Make It Mine, we meet Brookdale resident Ken Baird. As a former Marine turned pilot, Ken's logged over 5,000 hours in the sky.
First airplane ride, I was about 7 years old.
That was really an exciting event in my life. I was hooked. Never did do it for a living or anything. I wound up with about 5,000 hours of flying time, and that's a lot of flying over about 25 years.
Ken's a classic guy, so it's no surprise that he likes traditional decor. It's just that he's not quite sure how to enhance his living room. Since designer Jessica Goss gathers her inspiration from early American furniture and classic architecture, she's sure to dream up something Ken's only read about in novels. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm Anita. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
Ken is so sweet, you're gonna love him. And his living room is an awesome space. Are you ready to go see it?
I'm so excited. Let's go.
Let's go. You're gonna love it.
Well, good morning.
Hello, Ken. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. This is Jessica.
Hi,
How do
nice
you
to
do?
meet you.
My pleasure.
Well, we're gonna come in and have a little chat with you.
Be my guest.
Thank you. Jessica is here to get to know you a little better and just to find out what we can do for your living room.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell us a little bit more? I know Jessica's probably interested in learning about what do you like about your living space? Maybe what are some things that you want to change or just enhance?
I love the outdoors, so anything in colors like in the fall when the trees, all the beautiful things we see that God has given us to enjoy.
Well, the first thing that I noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed this, is these amazing pictures of these airplanes. That's so fascinating. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I flew for over 25 years, I guess. Fell in love with it and got my license and bought my first airplane. I become interested in aerobatic flying, all that upside down crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh. You're braver than I am. I don't know
Very
that
adventurous.
I could. Yeah, I don't know that I could do that.
It's been an interesting life, it really has.
I'm sure, and I can't wait to hear more about it today. Well, what I gather from hearing you speak is that airplanes, nature, these are all things that are really important to you, and maybe Jessica could, find a way to highlight them.
Absolutely.
And just bring some of those elements into your living space.
I think we can definitely make this work and bring this to life for you.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, I think you have everything you need to get started. I know you have a busy day, so are you ready, Ken? We're gonna let her get to it.
All right.
For Ken's living room, my goal is to give him a sleek and updated look. To accomplish this, I'm going to add modern leather furniture that's functional and coordinated in style. Ken also said he loves blue, so I plan to paint a blue accent wall and reframe some of his existing wall art. All right, guys, we have a big project today. Let's start by getting all the furniture out, the accessories, the art off the wall, and then we'll start prepping the wall for paint. We have a lot to do, so let's grab something and let's get going. For Ken's room, we know that he likes blue, so we're gonna paint this blue accent wall to add just a little warmth, but also liven up the room, give it a little color, and bring some life back into it. A great way to salvage a piece of furniture is to use some furniture wax, just bringing back to life this really pretty piece. Updating the hardware on this piece is gonna make a huge difference. Just like that, a new piece.
Jessica is off to a great start. While she continues working, I'm going to hear more about Ken's flying career. Hi, Ken.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. This is such a cozy library.
Yes,
here.
it is. I spend quite a bit of time in here trying to pick out a book. Of course, anything to do with flying, I like to read about that.
You said that you were on your first flight when you were 7. Is that correct?
That's right.
And that inspired you to fly, and that was kind of the moment you were like, I need to learn how to fly my own plane.
Yes, that planted the seed.
That planted the seed?
Yes.
Is that you in this airplane?
Yes.
And this handsome man over here, I think that's you too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Now tell me a little bit about your daughter. I know you mentioned that you and your wife adopted your daughter.
Yes, 10 days old when we brought her home.
I'm sure she's really happy that she has these to look back at.
It's a great thing to look at and have great memories of your family and so forth.
Aw, look at that. So happy. Well, Ken, it's been so lovely looking at all these photos and memories of your family, and I'm just like so honored that you're sharing all these moments with me.
Been my pleasure.
Yeah.
You're Bobby with Eagle Contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Drapery time. Now we're going from floor to ceiling, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'll let you get started and just let me know when you're done.
All right, will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a special plan for a window treatment in Ken's living room. I want to make the room look as large as possible, so we opted for custom draperies that are floor to ceiling. I decided to go with a denim blue fabric for the draperies. This is just something that ties back into the leather and the recliners, and it goes well with the rug. Oh my goodness, they look so good. Wow. Thank you so much. Ken is gonna love these. One of the biggest obstacles in Ken's room was all the furniture he had. I wanted to make sure that we streamlined the furniture and make it a sleek and updated look. I updated the seating in Ken's apartment. This is just a sleek, more modern recliner, and the color of the camel that we chose for the leather just really brings in the warmth to the room. Perfect.
Whoa, look at this
Yeah,
place.
we have a little bit of everything. This is my game here. I
Okay.
like the pool.
All right.
Tool of the trade.
Okay.
My way of doing it is more or less.
Ooh, look at that. All right, here goes nothing. Oh. Oh.
Yay!
That's when I didn't scratch. Woohoo! Rack 'em, Ken, rack 'em. I'm an expert now. All right, Ken, let's see what you taught me.
Hey, that's a good shot.
Yeah. Okay, Ken, well, you taught me a thing or two, I'd say. Beginner's luck, I guess.
So we just have the final touches now. We gotta place some lamps, do some styling, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, so we are on the final stretch. We're just gonna add a few final touches. We really wanted to pay tribute to Ken's military career and the fun that he has in flying planes. So we've added these ledge shelves, and we're gonna display some of his art that he had in the fire. How about that? Does that look good? Awesome.
While Jessica is adding the finishing touches, I'm gonna catch up with Ken as we have something extra fun planned just for him. Have you been enjoying your day so far?
I'm doing good.
Well, we have a special treat for you today. So
Well,
we have some special guests
look at
here to
this.
meet you. So come on in. Aw.
I look like a bunch of dirty old Marines.
Come on in here.
Thank you.
We wanted to bring you a little something. We wanted to present you with this flag. And we had some of these really nice homemade Afghans
I need that.
that were donated to us by some kind ladies that knit them together. And so we wanted to present you with
This
that.
is
as
quite
well.
an honor for me, gentlemen. I'm blessed.
Well, sir, on behalf of the Attachment 1465 of the Marine Corps League
Okay.
in Rowlett and Rockwall, Texas, I'd like to present you with this challenge coin. Here
I
you go,
take
sir.
that as a great honor. So
Yes, sir. Thank you. Congratulations.
thank every one of you. Thank you, Daddy.
Holy
Whoa, I only need a go box.
Hello, how's it going?
Hi, Hi.
Oh my goodness, it looks amazing in
Thank
here.
you.
This has come together so well. I love it.
Thank you.
Are these new?
Those are
seating?
brand new leather recliners. They swivel and recline.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna be so thrilled when he sees all this. I love it. It's come together so well. Are you about ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we'll see you in a few.
Okay.
Hi, Ken.
Good afternoon,
Good
ladies.
afternoon. Did you have an awesome day today?
We had a super awesome day.
I'm so glad to hear. And your day's only gonna get better because Jessica here has been hard at work at your living room. So I'm sure you're really excited to see it, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, well, do you wanna go in? Should we take a look?
We're ready.
All right, let's do it.
Whoa. Look at all this.
I know, come on in. Take a look at your new living room.
This is amazing.
I really wanted to give you a warm and masculine feel in this room. And I really also wanted to pay tribute to your military career.
That's my life, you
Yeah.
know, a big part of it. And I like this little corner over here with my computer and everything. That's fantastic.
I really hope you enjoy this space.
Well, I'll enjoy it for many days to come. Extraordinary day in my life. Oh,
There you go.
All right, you're ready.
beam me up.
Yeah, exactly. Ken, we're gonna invite your family in to see the living room. Are you ready?
I love it.
Wow.
Welcome to the Bear's Den.
Take a seat, get cozy, and me and Jessica will catch up with you guys later. Enjoy the new living space. You're the best.
What do you think about it?
I love it.
Dad, you have high fashion now. I didn't know your bows could look so good.
I didn't either.
Great.
This is-
Comfortable desk chair.
Yeah, this is a different world.
Ken's living room transformation was a success. Jessica did a fantastic job at combining Ken's personality with a design that captured a warm masculine feel. If you liked resident stories like these, come back for more episodes of Make It Mine.